This is episode 83 of the Podcraft Beer Show for Monday, March 21st, 2022. In today's show, Chris and Charlie share their thoughts with you on 4 craft beers from the 5th anniversary celebration beer package from Humble Sea that were done in collaboration with the following breweries: Ozelfinch, Ghost Town, Vitamin C, and J. Wakefield.
This is the Podcast Beer Show. I'm your host, Chris. We got your other host, Charlie.
Who is not a technician.
We're missing tech guy Steve today.
Yeah. Once again, well, to make a little shortcut back to that is, we tried this yesterday and it didn't work out so well. We had a wonderful show for y'all, but forgot to press the record button. And that's why we paid Steve the big money, or the big beer, we should say, because we don't pay. We just let him drink beer. That's a good part, right? So let me just cover what we did drink yesterday. We drank. That's not it. I got a lot of pictures. Just none of those beers. Here we go. We had the. This one is lowercase Halcyon Keller Bitter. We had the Heater Allen, the Marzen. We had lowercase. Was a lager? It was, wasn't it?
Is that the Vietnamese lager?
No, that's the other one.
Oh, the lowercase, that was Mumford and
Mumford Brewing. Yeah, it was called lowercase. That's it. And then the Bahoy was a Vietnamese style lager. So those were all really good. And we'll add those into some pictures here just to let you know what we drank when we didn't record. Or I didn't record. Chris had no part in it, obviously.
I was along for the ride. Wasn't a very good passenger.
Yeah. Hey, aren't we supposed to press that button? That would have been nice. But today we got some specialties for you. We got the one half of the Humble Sea anniversary package.
We do. So it's their 5th anniversary, and they last couple of years they've released collaborations, a handful of collaboration beers, and this year was no change.
And we're just pouring it right now. We're going to start off with a smoothie. Good can art for a 5th anniversary. It's a collab.
So all of these beers that we're going to have today are going to be collaborations. This is Humble Sea's 5th with Ozelfinch. It's a smoothie gushing with Cape gooseberry, blueberries, strawberries, and local honey. Comes in at 6%. Tasting notes of strawberry jam, honey, and gently tart.
And I looked these guys up. I'd never heard of them. They're in Virginia, which is a plus. And they're only, maybe 45 minutes away from Richmond. So I may just stop in and visit on my way back there, or when I get back there. That's a good smoothie. Sour. I like it. It's real mild, but these guys, Ozelfinch, that's an odd name. I'd love to hear the background on the name, but I didn't read much on them. I just looked at their beers. They have a bunch of beers. That
is super tasty. It's been a long time since I've had one of the slushies from the Super Pops. But this is, it must be those gooseberries. Those are super, super tasty, I think. But it is tart. It's very tart. But
well, it's tasty. It's super drinkable. It's a lot lighter than it's a lot lighter than I expected. I thought it was going to be a little thicker, but it's not. It's kind of like it's like a Marzen peachy color, maybe.
Yeah, it's certainly like a peachy color, but golly, it's super, super tasty. It tastes like strawberries and honey in there.
That's a pretty good tasting beer. For first time in with these guys, you never know. I'm sure they did their homework and stuff, but super cool collab. This whole setup is collabs, which is nice, but it's going to be interesting to see what else they got.
So the details they gave here was they took some of Rachel, their head brewer's favorite fruit combos, threw it in with the Ozelfinch malt bill on the lower ABV side of what we typically do with their smoothies for a slightly different approach to the smoothie game. We also added a hefty amount of local honey for a nice touch of different sweetness.
6% alcohol by volume.
Yeah, usually I think their smoothies are a little thicker.
Yeah. You would think, but this ain't bad. No,
that's super tasty.
Super drinkable, that's for sure. I bet you on a hot summer day, this would be awesome. It's right up there with like a pog almost. With different fruit, but still poggy.
Yeah, so this little flyer they sent us talks about Ouzel Finch being out of Fort Monroe, Virginia. It's one of the most respected breweries in our solar system, revered, traded around the globe for their pastry stouts, creative sours, and juicy IPAs.
Well, they have all that on their list of beers that they have. I don't know what they have on tap, or available in cans. They had several different lagers and pilsners.
Mm-hmm.
So the Helles, they had some German lager. They had some. This one we're going to do here shortly is a lager, I guess. But they mixed it up pretty good. There was probably at least 6 different lagers or pilsners. So I'm excited about that. Also excited about getting into this JW at some point. Maybe not today, but at some point. What? No answer. I see no expression on your face.
Yeah, I'm definitely down to try any one of them.
Okay. So our next little batch here, as he digs around. Oh, this is with Ghost Town, and it's a double dry hop West Coast IPA.
So here they have a double dry hopped West Coast IPA with Mosaic, Nectaron, and Strata hops. They talk about they've loved all the beers from Ghost Town that Ghost Town's been putting out, especially their West Coast IPAs. So they combine processes and recipe styles to create a nice cohesion between the two breweries. Multiple domestic base malts, along with a touch of wheat, whole cone strata, and the mash, along with various types of Mosaic hop products on the hot side, including Cryo and Incognito. Dry hopped two separate times with the combo Mosaic, Nectaron, and Strata.
I think I'm going to like this already, just by the smell. This smells like a real West Coast IPA.
And coming from you, the West Coast IPA guy.
Expert.
Yeah.
That's good.
Let's look at that thing.
Did it say Nelson on it?
Nope.
What do I want to taste in there then?
Nectaron and Strata. Mosaic.
Must be the Nectaron.
Mosaic, I think, comes through there pretty strong on the nose. But it's just that golden color. I mean, it just looks great.
Super tasty. Drinkable. Super
winner chicken dinner.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good beer. It's so easy drinking. That's what I remember West Coast IPAs being. Sorry. This is the real deal.
The real McCoy, huh?
Mm-hmm. Let me drink the rest of that can for you.
That's a super tasty beer. Certainly,
6.7.
Really dank. A lot of
6.7. Not very, powerful. This is definitely a drinker though.
The West Coast should be.
Yeah. They all should be like that. It's unfortunate that they mess them up all over the place, but this is a good job. Quite happy with it. So
this Ghost Town, they're out of the East Bay, this East Bay crew. They're in Oakland. They've been killing the clear IPA game since the beginning. So they're big West Coast IPA guys. So yeah, it's a double dry hopped West Coast IPA.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's apparently there's some saying that it's coming back.
What is
the West Coast IPA?
It never left, Charlie.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Where have these people gone? What shelter did they fall into?
Yeah.
Because I've seen them everywhere. I've avoided them at all costs. No, whenever I'm buying and there's a set, like if it's Humble Sea and they got a West Coast and a hazy, I get them both because I know you're going to drink the West Coast.
It's usually my go-to.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. It's a good beer. This one is especially. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm looking at, I've never even heard of Ghost Town. Wayfinder, I've heard of Vitamin C, Electric, and Wakefield. I've heard of all the rest of them. So just Ouzel Finch and Ghost Town are the two that I have no idea where they were, what they were. Ouzeltown is obviously in Virginia now. I know that, but I didn't know that Ghost Town was.
Who's that? Ouzel who?
Ouzel Finch, Ouzeltown,
Ouzel Burger.
Ouzel all over the place. It was interesting to see what they have available. I was quite pleased with it, So I'm excited about going back there. When I do get back there, there's a couple places I'm going to hit. So I'm going to hit the answer, of course, Ouzeltown, and what's that other one that?
Triple Canopy.
No, Triple Crossing.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, because they have that Falcon Smash. That is tasty. Outstanding, and they have a bunch of new beers too. So I'm gonna check them all out. Plus, they got good pizza. Good pizza at that place, and I'm a pizza connoisseur.
You're a pizza aficionado.
Some kind of pizza sewer, whatever. But yeah, this is a go-to, man. I could drink a lot of this stuff here.
It's a super tasty beer. It's everything I look for in West Coast IPA. It's nice, it's dry, bitterness, and nice back end.
Well, it's a good thing you got another one of those.
I thought we were trading those hazies.
Well, if we drink that and it's just as good as this, guess what?
Right.
That's not a bad deal
Trade
right
on.
there.
Yeah, I feel bad. Steve's missing out on this one.
Yeah. Well, we can probably save one for him.
We'll just pour a little taster.
We'll breathe on him next time we see him. Maybe tomorrow.
Possibly.
So, I'm trying to get it done. We're going into another beverage. You want to talk about anything you drank that you liked?
Yeah. So this week it was pretty. Well, I had a couple of beers. I'm gonna do 2 beers, Charlie. I'm gonna break the rules.
You know what? Hey, take your time.
Oh, I will.
I'm gonna go get a sandwich.
I'm gonna do the. I've kind of been on a little lager kick. It's been warm, so I've
cheated up a little.
But the Bird Park Bohemian style Pilsner down there at North Park, lights out.
Absolutely.
Super light, 4.7%. It's tasty.
Right along with all the rest of their beers.
Mm-hmm. So that's probably the best beer I had, all week. And then I yesterday that Keller Bitter from Lowercase, which was a brewery I'd never had anything from, but it was phenomenal. It was super, super tasty.
We know when the lagers are really good. Chris just starts just doing that little Barry White. That was a good beer.
It was super tasty.
Well, I'll tell you about mine, which is only 1 beer. And I went down there and got more of it because I only bought a 4-pack before. And that is, once again, North Park. And it's available right now, so run out and get it. Is Parkman. It's a hazy IPA, juiciest one I've tasted in a long time. Super interesting, super delicious. And it's, who was it collab with? I can't remember. Modest? Oh, yeah. Modest Man. That's it. That's right. Because I was talking to Gene about that on the one we didn't record.
It was Modest Man. Yeah, Modest Man Brewing.
And it's I'd never heard of them before either. So there you go. It was delicious. So that's my best one. And like I said, I went down there and bought a case of it because everybody that wants to drink, everybody that drinks that will love it. I mean, it's just that easy drinking, juicy, fruity, and hazy. So super soft on the palate again, but gosh, it was a tasty dog. So we're pouring up now a hazy.
Tasties, what do you got there?
Pouring you up a hazy now.
Oh man,
you got to drink it. It's part of the deal. Goodness.
So Charlie just pulled out the Humble Sea with vitamin C.
Yeah.
So it's a double dry hop fused Foggy Double IPA.
It's a double C. I know.
Humble C. We came.
Humble C and double vitamin C. So it's a what do we got there? 8.2% alcohol.
Yeah, so it's double dry hopped, a double dry hop fused Foggy Double IPA with Citra, Secret, and Nectaron. It says aroma fresh orange juice, orange peel, strawberries, grapefruit, peach, and pineapple on the flavor. So it says they took their last collab with them, with Vitamin C, which was called Caesar Tight, and made some small tweaks, mostly on the hop side. Plenty of oats and wheat for a fluffy body. Absurd amount of hops in every step of the process.
Absurd.
And these guys make some of your best, your favorite Foggy IPA.
Yeah, everything they do is good. I don't think I've had a bad beer from them. That's right up there with North Park. This one, excuse me, is not my all-time favorite, but it is good, and it's a collab, so you can't beat a collab. 8.2. It doesn't taste like 8.2. I'll tell you that.
Certainly doesn't. Certainly hides that. It's really creamy,
mouthy.
Yeah,
soft.
no, it's got a great mouthfeel. I think certainly. But yeah, not the. I think when you look at the first two beers we had, and then
this has more. I bet you this has more IBUs than that West Coast does.
That West Coast was super smooth.
Yeah, it doesn't taste anything like it. Regular West Coast.
I mean, this is good. Like, there's no bitterness on the back end.
There's a little bit.
Profile's great.
They used to put all that info on there, and now they don't. So, I mean, you can probably figure it out with your little phone computer. But I used to like to see how many IBUs are in here, because that kind of tells the tale on what the bitterness is going to be. Anything over like 40 or 50 is getting bitter.
Creeping up there.
Yeah.
So this Vitamin C is out of Weymouth, Massachusetts, a big dog in the stratosphere hazy IPA breweries hailing from New England. Big ups to Uncle Dino and the crew for everything they've accomplished in Massachusetts.
I've had a Vitamin C at a couple of festivals, and it was outstanding. Yeah,
they usually make the rounds for sure, right? This is a double dry hop fused Foggy Double IPA. No, that's super tasty. It's it pours that. Looks like orange juice there.
It looks like, tastes like. I'm gonna have to get an opener for this other activity we got going on here.
Yeah, no, that's I think out of the first three, Charlie, I think I go that. Wow, not even gonna give myself the opportunity of choosing that West Coast IPA. I'm gonna go the Ouzel Finch.
Are you?
Yep. Out of the first three.
Kind of surprising.
I mean, the West Coast IPA was phenomenal. It's a 1A 1B 3 down here with the Vitamin C.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, the best part about this, I think, other than the beer, is that we learned of at least two new breweries that we had never heard of before. Some people probably have, but I mean, I've been to a lot of breweries and I talked about a lot of breweries, but I don't know them all. That's for daggone sure. Surprised every time I come up with a new beer that I'm just like excited about. But Ouzel Finch and Ghost Town. So there you go. Vitamin C we knew about. But good stuff. Good stuff. I like it. I got to finish this off before I pop that other bottle, if that's all right with you.
Yeah.
What's up next here?
So the final bottle, I believe you have the Imperial Stout conditioned on peanuts, bananas, and vanilla with J. Wakefield.
That's my favorite.
So J. Wakefield, Pastry Town, USA, down there in Miami. Wakefest coming up quickly. J. Wakefield's been at the top of the Adjunct Stout game since the beginning.
Yeah, the first time I ever tasted any of his beer was at a festival.
Yeah, Festival of Funk. Carnival of Caffeination. I remember him being there.
And that's what it was. You want to try that on?
I'll try that on for size.
It smells amazing, man. That is something else there. Look at that pour.
What are you waiting for, son? Fill her up.
I'm waiting for you to taste it. Get your opinion. It smells super, super nutty to me. I haven't smelled the bananas, but I'm hoping I taste them.
Once again, it's a banana stout with peanuts, Imperial Stout with peanuts, banana, and vanilla.
Wow.
So
that's pretty good.
The details they provide, Jay Wakefield pours thick as well as a touch lighter brownie hues around the edges. It has a bigger heft from its use of the peanut butter powder, sweet aromas of banana, and peanut butter jelly smuckers leap forward from the glass with background notes of marshmallows. Overripe bananas, mild peanut butter, and dark chocolate-covered berries coat the tongue from a thick, velvety swallow. Brings you back to the nostalgic memories of schoolyard lunch, but packaged in a boozy liquid form.
That's what we were preparing for. No, it tastes like a great...
I think you smell a lot of nuts.
I smell a lot of nuts, but I smell chocolatey too. I don't guess the nuts and the bananas and the vanilla all come together as chocolate, I guess.
That's pretty tasty there.
Doggone good. I mean, that is... It almost has like a blueberry flavor to it.
I was going to say, yeah, it definitely doesn't... I was trying to like... It doesn't taste like bananas. I mean, it's super chocolatey and vanilla.
Reminds me of like one of those high-end chocolate bars, that super rich, but you're not...
You're like, that make you think you don't even like chocolate?
Yeah, and you're trying to figure out what you're tasting there. But it's not tasting like what it says it is, other than it smells like nuts, and it tastes like chocolate.
Yeah, they say like aromas of banana, peanut butter jelly, Smuckers, and marshmallows.
I don't know about that. I'm not getting that, but...
And they say flavors of overripe bananas, mild peanut butter, and dark chocolate-covered berries. I certainly taste that, the chocolate-covered berries. Like, it certainly comes through.
Yeah, that's really what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good explanation right there. Chocolate-covered berries of some sort. Blueberries, probably, but what do you think, blueberry? You know what we got to do? We got to pop out some Horace bottles next time. Just drink those.
Next time.
Yeah. Anytime, really. But we could do it after this. It might be some trouble. But, gosh, good stuff.
Yeah, super tasty. So, yeah, just another quick rehash. So we'll do a 2-part show of the Humble Sea anniversary beers, the Humble Sea 5th beers. We'll split it up. Today we'll do half, and tomorrow we'll do half. The anniversary box comes 6 4-packs and 1 bottle. So it's 24 cans and then 1 bottle. And then they released a secondary bottle with a local brewery that's one of our faves. So we'll just
what
we'll
was
do
that
3
one?
and 3. We'll talk about.
Oh,
that
I know
tomorrow.
what that is. Never mind. Sorry.
But yeah, that'll be our
little secret.
Little welcome back to Steve.
He'll enjoy that. Then we'll just hand him one of those West Coast IPAs. He'll be happy.
Yeah, so I'd say, Charlie, I think my favorite beer today. Yeah, I think it's ranked just like we drank them for me today. I think I'm going that Ouzel Finch, followed by the Ghost Town, Vitamin C, and then followed up with the Humble Sea, the stout. I like it. I like the stout, but it's not. We drank a lot of stouts on this show, and I don't know if it.
Well, I'm going to rearrange these a little bit for you on how I would have been doing these. I'm going to go with the West Coast IPA, the Ouzel Finch, the stout, and the Foggy on the bottom, man.
There you go.
Foggy bottom boys.
Well, I'd say if in that case, since if you're rating a West Coast IPA, that comes with like a weight, like because you're like I'm a scratch drinker of West Coast IPAs. You're like a 6 handicap.
Yeah, slight. No, I'm not a handicap. It's not my handicap. It's just that I look at them with a slanted eye or a skewed vision because of how overdone it has been. And I think these guys are bringing it back to what it should be and not overblowing it with, ginormous amounts of IBUs, which is great if you like that, but, not everybody likes that.
Right.
No, if you can make a West Coast IPA like that, guess what? The hazy guys will drink that.
Right.
There you go.
As shown today.
Absolutely.
Well, till tomorrow. We'll do
I've made a statement.
You did. You did. You put your feet down.
A foot down. One or the other.
Till tomorrow.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We hope you have enjoyed today's show. If you would like to subscribe to this show via your favorite podcast player application, then head over to the podcraft.com website and look for the subscribe links. You can also get all the links mentioned in this podcast, pictures and videos of all the beers we try, and other good information at thepodcraft.com. The site also has links to send us direct feedback and to connect with us on social media. Thank you so much for sharing your time and attention with us. For Chris and Charlie, this is Tech Guy Steve signing off for this week's The Podcraft Beer Show. Have a super awesome rest of your day. The Podcraft Beer Show podcast is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike 4.0 International. All rights reserved 2020 through 2022. The podcast is produced by aztecmedia.net. If you have questions, then please email the podcraftpodcast@gmail.com. Fair use notice. Reference material and media have been placed within this medium for informational, educational, and discussion purposes only in compliance with the fair use criteria established in Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. It should also be noted that the opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the participants and are not endorsed by the participants' previous, current, or future employers or advertisers.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.